Good morning, ladies. Welcome back. We're back for another video. I have a little lover here who wants to come and kiss and snuggle with me. Hello, honey. He's just a little lover. Oh my goodness. Okay. I've got to start my video, so you're just going to have to sit quietly, okay? Say hi, and then you can go sit on the couch behind me. Say hi, everybody. We're back. Okay, I'm going to put you down. Thank you so much for joining me again today, ladies. Today, I thought I would tell you about a palette that I just got that everyone has talked about, and I understand that, and everybody's done different videos on it, but I finally got my hands on it right before I left for vacation. It came in the mail, so I didn't get a chance to try it until I got back, and when I did, I immediately fell in love with it, and that is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. Everyone is talking about this palette, and I can see why. I'm going to show you how I got this look today. I love it. I cannot tell you how well these eyeshadows perform. This is Natasha Denona, so we all know that it performs well. So I was excited to get it. Everyone had talked about it, and I got it, and I'm happy I did. So with that, let's get started. I'm going to show you how I got this look and give you my opinions on what I think of this palette at the end. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that while you are here, you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share this video with a friend. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started. Let me tell you, I can see what all the hype is about this palette. This is, I think, one of her best palettes, and I have several. I probably have 7 or 8 Natasha Denona palettes, but this one just meets my needs, and I think meets everyone's needs. This is more of a neutral to cool palette, and one thing that I find is funny is depending on what YouTuber I watch, some are saying this is a warm palette, some are saying neutral, and some are saying cool. When I look at these colors, I see mostly cool colors, and there are some neutrals. There may be 1 or 2 sort of warm colors in here, but for the most part, to me, it's cool, and that's what I really like. I have not even had a chance to do one of my favorite things, and that is to pull the film off of the mirror. She has got some beautiful textures in here, from her mattes to her shimmers. She's got 2 new kinds of shimmers that are in here as well that just perform beautiful. And I think you can get a lot of different looks out of this palette, whether you want to do something very soft and feminine and everyday look, or to build it up to get a nighttime look. There are just so many colors where you can deepen it up a little bit if you want, or you can stay very light and neutral in either one of these sides here. So I think this palette would work for pretty much anyone. So the first thing that I always do, and I've said it before, is I always put eye primer on. No matter what palette I'm using, no matter whose eyeshadow it is, to me, eye primer is a must. I do not have oily lids. I have super dry lids. Right now I do have moisturizer on them. I keep forgetting this primer is super concentrated that I'm using. This is the one from Ace Beauty, and I love this one because it does cancel out a lot of imperfections and redness that I do have on my lids. I have done my eyebrows off camera. I used my It Cosmetics brow product on this, and I do love it. I found a color that and I'm not even sure if they still make this. As I said in one of my previous videos, it's like in a pot. It's a brow pomade, and it has like fibers in it, and it actually helps build up texture, and it helps hold them in place. And I found the color gray. Now, a lot of people think that's weird, but their color gray, it's like a taupey brown with a gray undertone to it. So it matches my hair that's ash blondish brown and getting gray in it. So it matches perfectly. So with that, I'm letting this set down just a little bit, and I'm going to decide on what I want to do. I'm going to start out with this light color right here. Actually, before I do that, what I am going to do is take my little L'Oreal, one of my favorite little eyeshadows, because if there's a palette that does not have a good underbrow color in it, I always try to bring one with me. When we went on vacation just recently, a couple weeks ago, I threw this in. I had like, I think 5 palettes, and a couple of them did have a underbrow color and a couple of them didn't. So I just always like to have that. Again, I'm going to use my favorite brushes. I do have a couple of other ones. The day that I'm taping this, I'm having a friend come over and she asked me to show her how to do her makeup for her upcoming son's wedding, because she always says she likes the way that I do my eyes and she wants to make them stand out a little bit more. So I have my Sigma brushes down. I washed them all and cleaned them all and everything. So I'm going to use my BK Beauty brushes because I love both of them. They're both some of my favorite brushes. So I am going to start out with Fair. And I'm going to put this as my transition shade because I don't really have a lot of plans for today. I am just doing something that's light and neutral. I just love the way that these go on. They just glide on seamlessly. So I'm going to go into the color right up here. This color, it's a little bit darker than that one, and it's called Mesh. And I'm just going to go a little bit deeper in my crease, and then I'm going to darken up my outer corner just slightly with this color. And you can see it's not real dark. It's a natural color, and that's why I'm taking it deep into my crease, just to help my transition shade to blend together into my eyelid. And this is very, very, very subtle. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the color called Stone, and my camera is not picking it up as dark as it is, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper here on the outer corner. Oh, this is beautiful. It's nice and soft and subtle. Love, love, love that. I'm going to take my smaller BK Beauty brush, and I'm going to go into the color called Tender right here, and that's even darker. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get this, and I'm going to go right in my corner and sort of make a V, just slightly on that corner, starting here. So I have sort of an ombre look going there. I've got my lighter, my mid-tone, a little bit darker here, but then just in the corner here and slightly over the lid, I went even just a little darker. To emphasize them a little bit more, and then I'm going to take my first brush and just blend that corner edge out. And you can see how nice and soft this is. I just love it. Okay, I'm going to go back in with, just want that a little darker right there. And I'm going to blend that. And when I'm blending, again, I'm trying to hold my brush back further, so I'm not putting a lot of pressure. These blend so seamlessly. I'm so happy for this palette. I cannot tell you just how excited I was to get this. And when I got it, it was sold out almost everywhere. It was on her website, at Sephora, in-store at Sephora. They don't carry it at Ulta, but I lucked out and I did get it on the Ulta website. So I was very, very happy about that. Okay, now for my lid. This is the fun part because there are so many beautiful shimmers in this palette. Let's take a look at a couple of them. This one in the middle. Ooh. Wow. I am so impressed. as usual. Look at these beautiful colors. They are just so pretty. And I love the deep ones too, because a lot of times what I'll do, in fact, maybe I'll do that, is to take one of these darker shimmers that are here, here, or here. I will take them. Let's see. I'm going to take the one called this one. Oh, it's not coming out as dark as I thought. Oh, it actually is not that dark. And so that's right down there. Didn't come out that dark. So that's actually another good one. So let's try filigree. Ooh, that's darker. That one is definitely darker. Look at that. Look at the pigmentation on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that one called filigree, and I'm just going to lightly tap on my corner here. Just because I want it to have just a slight shimmer to it. And then I'm just going to blend it so it disperses it a little bit. Oh, I just love it. Sorry, I get so excited when I'm playing with makeup. And I know there are other women out there that get as excited as I do. So I think what I'm going to do, and we've got a couple of these lighter ones. This one's going to be a perfect inner crease color. So I think I'm going to take the one called Whisper. And I'm going to pat that on my lid. Oh my goodness, some of these textures, they just feel like so smooth. And look at that. There is no fallout whatsoever with her shimmers. And I just love that. I would not have felt any hesitation to do my face first using her palettes. The one that I just did before this on her new Mini Starlight palette. I had my face done before. Had no problems with that. Look at that. Beautiful, just beautiful. Now, as I've said in previous videos, I like to take this dark color. People are like, what are you going to do with that dark color? Because it is a dark color. What would you do? I'm going to use it as an eyeliner. I just got something on my face. I did. From my shimmers. Oh, well, that happens. Got to make sure you get your fingers cleaned off. I have this little brush from Sigma, and I don't even know if you can tell how tiny, tiny small that is. I'm going to use this as a liner brush. And I'm going to go just right next to my lash line. And ladies, an easy way to do this, I don't try to go all the way across. As you can see, I'm like doing dashes. And what I try to do is press right into my lash line. That way you're going to get a straighter line. If you're, just trying to go like this and you could, shake or whatever. But if you're pressing it basically almost into your lash line, it's going to help you keep a steadier hand. And it's a guide. And you're going to get it right next to your lash line then. And it's just going to give a subtle beautiful. And this is so creamy. And I think sometimes for a more mature woman, using a powder as your eyeliner, it just gives it a softer look and it's not quite as harsh. Yes, I do use liquid liner and I've done it before in a lot of my videos. But I do, if I want a more softer, more feminine like look, I will use eyeshadow. I love the way it looks. And you can see it's very subtle. It didn't take up a lot of my lid space, which if you have smaller hooded eyes, that's a good thing to keep in mind. This is such a small brush. So I think that just helps keep it so tight to it. Now I'm going to take the color, well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some mascara on. So I think I will probably do that off camera to make it a lot quicker. Today I'm using my Lash Paradise. This is the base, the primer base, and I'm using my Maybelline Falsies Surreal. This one is almost gone. I just bought another one. Okay, so other than that, I'm going to run off and do my mascara real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I put some mascara on. So this is the finished eye look. And what I'm going to do is very quickly put the rest of my makeup on. I can sort of tell you as I'm going along. I've got my Lancome Tinty Doll Concealer that I'm going to put on. Got a clip in my pocket. I need to clip my hair back a little bit, otherwise I'm going to end up with makeup. I've got my Angie concealer brush here. I love this formula as well. Great for mature skin. It's a thinner consistency. Goes on beautiful. I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation today. My skin is definitely getting lighter. All my faux tan is slowly wearing off my body. So, and this is my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Foundation brush. I love this brush. And this foundation is definitely just, I would say, a medium coverage. Light to medium. But it feels very good on the skin. And it says it's a performance wear liquid foundation. Broad spectrum SPF 20 in it, which I don't use my foundation for that, so that's fine. Just going to add a little bit more, some of my trouble spots. I am working on trying to lighten some of my hyperpigmentation, and I've been trying to use tranexamic acid. That was in my Curology that I was getting for over a year, and I stopped getting it just because it was coming so often, and I couldn't use it as often as I should, like every night, because my skin was so dry. So I was getting backed up. It's a great subscription. That and Agency are both wonderful, wonderful subscriptions, and people that can use retinol on a daily basis. But my skin is so dry, I can't. If they would let me get it every couple of months, it would be great. Okay, like that. Got my sponge. I'm just going to press everything in just a little. And I am doing this super fast. But look at the finish on that. It's a nice dewy finish. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, now that I have that on, I am also going to take my smallest brush, my smallest Angie brush, and I'm actually going to put a little bit of one of the lighter colors under my eyes. This is that second color right there. I'm just putting a little bit of that under my eyes to make the color continue. From the top and give it a little bit more of a cohesive look. Got a little bit of mascara right there. And I did not bring up any tubing mascara to put on my lower lashes, so I when I run down to fix my hair, I may put a little bit of tubing mascara. Okay, now for bronzer and contour, I brought up my Fenty contour stick. I love this. This is in the shade, I think it's Amber. Don't have my glasses on. My far away vision is good, but my close-up vision, yes, it's in Amber 01. Okay, and I'm just going to do a little bit of contouring real quick. I love this. I have it in the flatter like pot as well. I love this color. It is a perfect contour color because it's definitely a cooler tone, which is great for contouring. Love that. Looks so natural. And then I put it under my chin to chisel a little bit, and then I bring it down and blend it down my neck just a little bit so it takes the shadow. And then for my bronzer, I'm going to use Makeup Revolution. I love this cream bronzer. It is a perfect tone for me. It's not too yellow. It's not too cool. It's sort of like right in the middle. And I love cream products. So I'm just going to put this up on my forehead just a little bit to give it that little sun-kissed look and give me a little bit more color. Perfect, perfect. I brought up my Huda Beauty powder, and I'm going to use that just to lightly set under my eyes. I'm not a big powder person, but with that, and I did bring up a big fluffy brush, so I will tap it off. I like to do some around my nose and right here in the center, just because it helps set it a little bit better. And I tell you, I absolutely love this. This is probably my favorite. I love this, and I love the It Cosmetics. The It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder does not have any talc in it, so I do love that. And then again, just press it in real quickly. Okay, now for blush, I got this kit in one of my BoxyCharms, and I really haven't had a chance to try it out, but it says it's a lip and cheek. So let's see what we got here. It's got 6 colors. We've got pretty much neutral. I wouldn't say there's any that are really cool, but they're sort of neutral, and then we've got some warms, but I've got more of a burgundy on and a neutral tone. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color right down here, and let's see what it looks like. And I may mix a couple colors. Do my brush. Let's see. Does not have a lot of pigment. Well, this is definitely going to be for someone who wants the sheerest. Oh, had a hair. And I'm using my finger and I'm just pressing it in. And you can see there's not a lot of pigmentation to it. So it's going to take a little bit to build it up, which is good. You know, if you're a beginner, this is nice because there you go. It's starting to get a little bit of color to it. And I think I might add a little bit of the color that's next to it too. Let's see. Let's just try. This is very, very, very subtle. If you're someone who likes a very soft blush look, this is definitely going to be for you because I am building this up and it's not building up a lot. It says you can use it on your lips too, but we'll see. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll use that as my lipstick. I did bring something else up as my lipstick, which as I said in my one other video, you can always use lipstick as your blush. So I may end up using my lipstick as my blush if this doesn't stay well. So I'm going to run downstairs. I'm going to fix my hair, and then I will be right back up and give you my final thoughts on everything. Okay, I'm back. I went down, fixed my hair, put some earrings in, and I'm just going to put a little bit of lipstick on. This is my Maybelline Color Sensation, and this is in Gone Greige lip liner. Make sure I got all my lip treatment off. This is one of my favorite colors of lip liners from them because it's such a nice neutral. It's a little bit deeper. So it's perfect for the fall colors. My little buddy's up here. Hi, Loki. Hi, baby. Where are you? Hi, sweetie. Hi. He's coming to say hi again. He loves being up here with me when I tape. And I love having him. He's my little buddy. Okay, and this is an Urban Decay lipstick called Rapture. It's one of my favorites. Like mauve colors. It's going to go perfect with this look. I'm going to do one last little press in. When I was downstairs, I put on a setting spray. So let's see. It seems to be helping the blush stay a little bit better. So okay. With that, this is my finished look. And I will give you my thoughts on this palette. I can see why everyone out there is raving about this palette and how everyone is saying it's one of their favorite palettes. This will be a palette that I use probably not on a daily basis because I love to rotate my palettes because I have so many of them, but this will definitely be in my rotation a lot. I can guarantee I will be using this once or twice a week and mixing in my other palettes because the color story on this is perfect. This is perfect for the upcoming fall colors with these browns that are in here and neutrals and this color that's got a little bit of peach color in it. This is a perfect fall palette, but it's also a perfect summer palette and spring palette and winter. This is a year-round palette that you can use all the time. Yes, it is pricier. It is $69. I get that. Not everybody wants to, but I can guarantee you will use this every day and you will hit pan on it because you're going to love every single one of the finishes that are in here. I cannot tell you how happy I am with this. I've used it a couple of times and every time I've used it, I've gotten beautiful looks out of it and I would highly recommend it. So if you can get your hand on it, I do know that the Sephora VIB sale is coming up at the end of October. So if you are just a beauty insider, you're going to get 10%. If you're a VIB, you're going to get 15%. And if you're a Rouge, you're going to get 20%. That is a great time to pick up a palette like this. And I do also know that Ulta will be having, they always have before Christmas, where if you're a member of their plan that they have, the little rewards program, they will be sending out a coupon for 20% off. They do this a couple times a year, and it does include prestige brands. So that is an awesome time. I am like a diamond member at Ulta because I buy so much there as well. And I have been saving up my Ulta dollars and waiting for that 20% off sale. So they now have Pat McGrath at Ulta and Natasha Denona and a lot of other brands that are high-end brands. So thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. I do hope that while you are here, you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and share this video with a friend. Thank you so much for joining me today. Go out, have a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you again in my next video.